Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 796 and today's topic is sources and health benefits of vitamin B6. Actually, vitamin B6 is the mixture of three compounds, and these three compounds are the derivatives of pyridine. So one is pyridoxine, second one is pyridoxamine, means amino group is there, and third one is pyridoxal, means aldehyde group is there. So in this pyridine nucleus, in one case, that is pyridoxine, there the methoxy pattern is there, methyl group is there with pyridine nucleus, and that's why it is called pyridoxine. And vitamin B6, since first compound is pyridoxine, so mainly on packets and everywhere in packing they mention pyridoxine, but actually it is the mixture of these three. And the second one where there is one amino group, so it is called pyridoxamine. And third one where in the pyridine nucleus, in spite of methoxy or hydroxy group, there is aldehyde group, CHO, and that's why it is called pyridoxal. And here all the structures I have written. The first one, that is called pyridoxine, and this pyridoxine is actually everywhere they mention that is vitamin B6, but actually it is the mixture of these three. And in the case of pyridoxine, it is nitrogen is the part of aromatic ring, that's why it is pyridine. And other substituents are there, and we are counting from heteroatom nitrogen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at 2 position there is methyl group, and at 3 position there is hydroxy group, and at 4 and 5 position there is methyl hydroxy group. So these groupings are there, different type of, that's why it is called pyridoxine. And it is also known as hydroxymethyl pyridine, hydroxy methyl, and this is pyridine, and its formula is C8H11NO3. The next one where there is amino group NH2, and where with that methyl group and amino, methylamine is there, and at position 3 there is hydroxy group, at position 5 that is there, it is hydroxymethyl group, and at 3 position there is hydroxy group. So it is called pyridoxamine. Pyridoxamine means amino group is there, and its formula is C8H12N2O2, and the third one which is present is called pyridoxal. Pyridoxal means wherever Al is there, it means aldehyde group is there. So here at position 4 of pyridine nucleus there is aldehyde group, at position 3 and 2 there are hydroxy group, and then at position 5 there is hydroxy methyl group. And actually it is not proper to call hydroxy group, but for your convenience, otherwise whenever there is OH group attached to aromatic ring, they are actually phenolic group. This is the difference in phenolic group and alcoholic group. Wherever the same hydroxy group, once it is linked to aromatic ring, it is acidic in nature and it is called phenolic. The same hydroxy group, if it is linked to aliphatic carbon, then it is called alcohol and it is basic in nature. This is the beauty of organic chemistry. Same hydroxy group, in one condition it is basic and in other condition it is acidic. So these three are present, and actually why these three are mentioned only by first one, that is pyridoxine. The reason is that these three can be interconvertible once it is in the form of phosphate salt. That's why it is given by number 1 pyridoxine, that is vitamin B6. But actually it is the mixture of these three compounds. And this vitamin B6 is very important. It is also known as adamine. Adamine means it is very effective to eczema, and eczema is that is a dermatitis. So that's why it is also called as adamine, because it is very effective for a chronic disease like eczema. And also B6 is very important for our skin health, for our cell health, and as we know, this is water soluble, one of the eighth vitamin, and all vitamin B group, they are responsible of metabolizing the food and converting it into energy, and they also act as very good coenzyme and enzyme along with protein, and that's why they are very good for our digestive system. And this B6 also plays very important for our brain health. It can protect you from Alzheimer, dementia means short memory loss, and also it can activate our neurocells in production of serotonin and dopamine. That's why it can also elevate you from anxiety, from depression. And the deficiency of vitamin B6 causes the depression and anxiety, also bad mood, rough skin, indigestion, insomnia. All these conditions are there once there is deficiency of vitamin B6. So here, number one, vitamin B6, that is commonly called as pyridoxine. In fact, the term vitamin B6 refers to a group of three compounds, namely pyridoxine, pyridoxamine, and pyridoxal. So actually, once we are calling B6 vitamin, means it is the mixture of these three compounds, but generally it is given by the name pyridoxine. And these three compounds are namely first pyridoxine, that is called adamine. Adamine means it is dermatitis. So one condition that is called eczema condition, where you have chronic problem of skin disease. That's why this is vitamin B6 is also called as pyridoxine is as a adamine, because it is very effective to treat eczema. And then B is pyridoxamine, that is with amino group, and the third one is pyridoxal, that is with aldehyde group. So these three compounds are the mixture of B6 vitamin, and these three compounds can be converted into each other in the form of their salt, that is called phosphates, and pyridoxine being the first member of the group is called vitamin B6. So vitamin B6 is given by the first member of the group of the compound is called vitamin B6, and this vitamin is also called as adamine. I have already told you, because of the fact that it is anti-dermatitis factor, and that anti-dermatitis factor means it can treat chronic skin disease, that is called eczema. So next, number two, that is sources of vitamin B6. Actually, vitamin B6, they are always combined with protein and starch in the muscles. It is found in cereal and fish, meat, egg, that is in the combined form. The sources of vitamin B6, the vitamin is found mostly in combined form with protein and starch in the plant as well as in animal kingdom. So in both plant and animal kingdom, it is found in a combined form. Once it is animal, it is with protein, it is in combined form, and if it is plant kingdom, it is starch. So with starch, it is in combined form, and it is found in yeast and fish muscles, seeds, cereals, wheat, maize, liver, kidney, milk, and egg. These are the sources of vitamin B6. And then isolation of vitamin B6. The material is heated in order to separate the vitamin from protein. So first we have to separate the vitamin from protein, because it is always combined with either protein or starch. So it is separated out, and then the free vitamin is extracted with water for several times, and then the extract is acidified with dilute H2SO4, and impurities are removed by treating with silver nitrate, that is AgNO3. The vitamin is then absorbed in Fuller's earth. Fuller's earth is a very common absorbent, and it is a type of multani mitti where it is widely used for that purpose. And then it is eluted with barium hydroxide. The vitamin B6 is obtained in the form of hydrochloride. And number 3, vitamin B6 may improve the mood and reduce the symptom of depression, may promote brain health. This is very important role of vitamin B6. It can improve your depression and mood swing, and because it can improve the production of neurotransmitter molecules, and these neurotransmitter molecules are serotonin and dopamine. I have already given here at the bottom. Depression and promote the brain health and reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. It prevents anemia by hemoglobin production. So it plays very important role, because it can promote the hemoglobin production, and once hemoglobin is there, it is the carrier of oxygen, and once there is enough hemoglobin, definitely it can check the anemia risk. And number 4, vitamin B6 is a vitamin that benefits the central nervous system and can improve metabolism. All these vitamin B group, they are water soluble, and they are helping in our digestive system. It can increase or balance metabolic rate, and all these vitamin B group, and also it can increase the digestion and also convert all our food material, whether it is protein or carbohydrate, into energy, and that energy is used in the body, and its role is turning food into energy. It can help to create serotonin and dopamine, and these two are neurotransmitters, so it can help to your brain health. So number 5, vitamin B6 is one of the 8 B vitamins, and this group of vitamin is important for proper cell function and keeping body cell healthy. So this vitamin is very important for overall body cell health. And RDA for vitamin B6 means recommended daily allowance. How much vitamin B6 is required for children, adult and women. So for children it is 1 milligram per day, and children means it is from 3 to 9 years old, and adult means 20-year onward up to 60, 70, and they can go for 1.3 milligram per day. And for pregnant and lactating women, it is 2 milligram per day, and that is deficiency symptom of vitamin B6, or you will be in the state of depression, bad mood, and dementia means there will be short memory loss, confusion, weak immune system is also, it affects your immune system. Frequently you will get infections, viral and bacterial. Tongue inflammation, your tongue will be having swelling and inflammation. So if your tongue is having inflammation, it is soring, it means you have the deficiency of vitamin B6. And not only that, inside mouth, if it is mouth ulcer, mouth sore, throat sore, please it is sure that there is deficiency of vitamin group B, that is called B complex vitamins. And also there will be cracked lips. These are the symptoms of deficiency of vitamin B6. So with this I will stop here, and this chapter vitamin is very interesting, and in a very simple way I am giving all these explanations, its sources, isolation, its health benefits, and it is my request to all of you, please, I will be very happy if thousands of the people are benefiting, because this is my aim on this platform of YouTube, because this is the platform provided to all of us to share our scientific, pharmaceutical, chemistry or chemistry knowledge, organic chemistry knowledge, and that is what I am doing. So please don't forget to share and subscribe. Once you are subscribing means you press the button of subscribe, automatically you will get my lecture whenever it is available on YouTube. So with this I will stop. Once again, thank you very much for watching the lecture.